We're live.
Oh,
We're live.
Oh, God.
Hi, everybody. Can you believe that we waited? Because we thought it was important to have a music stand, which I spaced, because people said they hate me looking at my feet.
What's wrong with your feet?
What?
You can't, they're not in the frame. You
got
can't
cool
see them.
feet. I mean,
Can't see them.
fuck. Welcome to Oil. This is Brainard Rosen, young kid starting up in the Portland area as a bongo player. This is my longtime friend Paul Brainard. He probably plays guitar more tracks of mine than I do. They never let me play on my own.
It's all
I never could take my own
studio ghostwriter types.
Anyways, thank you for your patience. Ask my friend John what songs he wants. Sometimes it's like the least happy thing I've ever written. But the show's called Oil. The song is called Oil. Don't fuck it up, Brad. That's all. Catharsis is such a lame excuse for extended adolescence, and cleanliness is only next to godliness. Yeah, I remember 10 years, cheers and temper tantrums. Just like the other 53 have died for attention. I sit and watch the kettle boil. And I patiently await my turn to oil. I don't believe in magic, and I don't believe in truth, and I don't believe in miracles or the security of you. I cradle anger like a little baby, like the sanctity of youth. Is it love or am I lazy to believe I am a use? And this is a love beyond control. No matter how desperately I will it, it does. And I sit and watch the kettle boil. And I patiently await oil to turn to oil, to turn to oil, to turn to oil, to turn to oil. And like the tulips, it's a prehistoric promise of immortality for fools. And there's a black monument here on the plaza on this sunny Berlin day to the neighborhood martyrs who refuse to go away. And I don't believe in purpose or synchronicity, but there's a picture of a little boy here who looks a lot like me. And I wonder if God told him to be perfect and be pure. Well, I guess we'll find a promise the day we turn to oil. Sit and watch the kettle boil. Boil to turn to oil. Turn to oil. To turn to oil. To turn to oil. To turn to oil. Turn to oil. To turn to oil. Turn to oil. Brainard, play something cool. Hazel didn't even know. There's a song called Oil, or a record called Oil, and all this time she's been the producer of Oil. That's kind of weird. Brainard knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
All right. My therapist, he could be fucking me up right now. I'm going down. I'm going far. I'm gonna go do this really intense, deep dive ketamine treatment. I've done the MDA and the DMT and the heroic dose, and I don't do well with those things because they involve surrender. And I have spent my life basically full of shit, scared of everything, and trying to impress upon people around me that I'm not scared of anything, but I'm scared of all of it. Anybody driven in a car with me and watched me on the right passenger say, "Hey!"
I thought you got better at that.
And girls and fire and heights and fucking music and walking on stage, and like most nights lately I'm curled up in a ball and I'm like crying. I don't want to go on stage, and so my therapist said, you should tell the people and ask them to pray for you. Last time I did that, I asked them to pray for Brad, and it worked.
I'm still here.
You're still here.
It's a good thing.
New liver.
Thanks, Chair. Appreciate that.
The whole thing. Well, it wasn't me. It was the love.
I know this. Cindy.
Things were clear. So I keep talking about this guy. That he's a lot bigger than I thought he was. I first heard him singing backgrounds on a Ram Dass. Ram Dass did a record right before he died. Basically, he's kind of talking over people like, do you remember these people here? East Forest? No? Lives here. Like all these people that live here. Like spiritual music guys. They don't call you in that shirt.
I should wear it more often.
Fucking crazy, right? Like. Anyways, Trevor Hall, and he, I've said this before, he looks like Jeff Crosby with dreadlocks. 28, 29, I think, when I first saw his stuff, fake reggae accent. Who am I to make fun of the fake reggae accent?
Well, you stopped.
Well, but when I met you,
yeah,
Mom Brad,
you only sang like
we
that.
do a little style right now,
But
you know, respect.
He didn't talk normal like that. He just sang like that. It's okay.
It was the last time I ever met any girls. It was when I spoke a fake reggae accent. I like a girly girl, you're on the wall. Anyways, so for a while I was blowing him off. And now, in case any of you know him, his songs have affected me greatly. Like more than I could have imagined. This song is called Old Story, and it's about flipping the narrative. I don't know if you can be 64 and flip your narrative. Yeah, right? Like, I've lived a life of total bullshit, total faking it, total lying to every fucking person on earth that I'm not afraid and I'm tough and it's all fucking crap. I'm a frightened little fucking 8-year-old. And but there's a song.
What's his name?
What?
What's the author?
What's the what?
His name. What's his name?
Trevor Hall.
Oh.
We've been doing a couple of his songs, Obsidian, and played another one the other day, and I never get invited to those festivals. You know, the healing kind of electronic. Do you? Does anybody up to this? Like,
Does not need any healing. I don't know.
you know, people. I went to the Revelation Fest. Changed my life. I never get invited to them. He does. But then there'll be these other guys. They're like total fucking crap. Like, what's the guy, the medicine people? Like, fuck that guy. Come on, Brad. You've been to the country fair. Am I talking too much already?
No, I'm not.
Only just got started.
I don't know what the medicine.
Anyways, this song I've been listening to like in the bathtub every night, and crying my fucking eyes out. And it's called The Old Story. I don't know, my Patrick Welly, are you watching this? Play it out. It's all in your head. Holding on with both two hands. Gotta let it go. Is it really you? Knocking at your own door. Always looking for something more. Don't be a fool. Don't be a fool. Oh no, no, no. You just gotta let this old story go. You just gotta let that good river flow into your heart. It's a start. It's a start. Where you gonna run? If you're gonna run from here, only running from your own fear. It'll catch up now. You gotta let it die. Gotta let it go its own way. Who will you be if you let it stay? I'm afraid. I'm afraid. Oh, fuck yeah, baby. Oh, no, no, no. You just gotta let just gotta let that old story go. You just gotta let that old story go. Oh no, no, no. You just gotta let that old story go. Let that cool river flow. Into your heart. Oh no, no, no. You just gotta let that old story go. You just gotta let that old story go. From a heart, yeah, yeah, yeah.
That'll go.
All right, well, so many things happening. As I'm trying to put my shit together, I would like to thank my friend Brent, who has the philosophy club, but his wife Anna came to my rescue. How many fucking lyrics are there to these goddamn songs? Okay, so I have a couple songs that I want to play. I just want to make sure that I have the list so I don't fuck it up. I'm trying to open up my phone on the thing. It's so stupid. Okay. After this, the next couple songs, I'm really gonna play for the family, for Tomas and Little E and Elizabeth. But this is for their dad, Peter, and who I've known since I was like big in Jackson Hole. Remember that?
That's true.
Remember, Brad?
Mangy Moose.
Remember we were big in Jackson Hole?
Yeah. What was the name of the other
We
club?
were big.
What was the other one?
Shady Lady, we got kicked out.
Shady Lady. Conga lines.
Because we took the conga line up every floor.
We used to play there for a week straight.
You know, so it was
Fuck,
like
was it great?
300 people.
Hotels and-
Duck, 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 and we went up all the floors, and then we were 86 for life.
The Alpine Slide.
Yeah, the Alpine Slide.
You took the conga line down the Alpine slide.
No, we
No.
had free Alpine Slide tickets.
I think we played. I think it was right when we got started as a band, and it was $1,100 for 6 nights.
Yeah,
And
and
the
food
rooms.
and all the beer. No, but we kept drinking over it. It's the
And we
old.
never got paid because we always drank more than our tab.
That's the oldest rock and roll story in the world.
I know, but it actually happened to us, like always.
Yeah.
So then we went to the Mangy Moose. And then I remember them like going like, "Fuck you! We're not gonna give you a guarantee. You guys got to play for the door." And then we're doing like $15,000 doors. You know. Hey, wait.
Where's that coming at?
Wait, we're throwing a free meal.
Yeah, fuck them. Sorry, Elizabeth. I can't even get a gig in Jackson Hole now. My life depended on it. Okay, But Peter Van Genderen was a friend of mine, and he was stunningly beautiful. Like walk in the room, drop dead gorgeous, and that was hard to do with his wife. Valedictorian, amazing attorney, everything. Money, looks, and this remarkable J. Crew looking family that were also hyper intelligent. Tomas did some of the videos for my Everything's Beautiful record, and no, not that record. It's the one with Patterson. Beautiful Madness. But this song, you guys, if you're watching, this is for your dad. And it's a cover, and I know that he supported my solo stuff, but I just thought it fit. And your mom said that he liked it, and I already cried so fucking much today. Fortunately for Brad and Paul, I think I'm out of weep. Can you run out of weep?
If you have a weep hole.
If you have a weep hole?
Oh, it's Mayday. A weep hole.
Don't even give me the fucking Mayday.
Mayday.
I know.
All around the weep hole.
I mean, yeah.
All around the weep hole.
All about the revolution of workers' rights, but I could have easily done that set all night long. This is a Modest Mouse song. So many times that I would tell you that me and Peter were in we were in the same hole, you know. But I think the quote was, "It'll never let you go. It'll never let you go." You were always out, not looking towards the future. We were begging for no. Everyone's age, please help no. That we carried it. And we listen more to lies and going Was it ever worth it? Was it all that much to gain? Well, we knew that we had missed the boat. We already missed the plane. And we didn't read the invite. We just danced it our own way. And all the favorites were playing. We could shake, 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 shake. Oh, come on, baby, you. Tiny little curtains, open them with a tiny clap of little hands, and a man would tell a little joke, get a tiny laugh from all the folks, and sitting drifting round in bubbles, thinking us was carried down. But when we finally got it figured out, we had truly missed the boat. Oh, we carried it out so well, as if we got a new position. And we owned all the tools ourselves, but without the skills to make a shelf with gold. We're useless tools ourselves. And we carried it out so well, as if we had a new promotion goal. And we laughed all the way to hell. Seeing this isn't the final motion goal. And we laughed all the way to hell. Cool song.
Yeah, it is.
Modest Mouse is funny. Like I saw them the first time they were the middle band. It was REM at the Garden, Modest Mouse and the National were the first band. I saw the National a lot. I never figured them as the band that would be like, oh yeah, we're the guys that ride with Taylor Swift, you know. But alright, that song makes me cry. All the songs make me fucking cry. Everything makes me fucking cry. Bradley Rosen.
I don't make you cry, Jenny.
You do, you made me cry, Brad.
Don't make you cry.
You made me cry. Every time I hear 8675301, I start crying.
It's 9.
What?
It's 309.
309. Brad lived in my basement in Arcata.
And that was his phone number?
No, I was 20, I was 19. And I had a band, the Root Rockers, you know? Roots and culture, you know, like...
I tried out.
No fuckery, man, boomba clad, you know?
No,
I tried out from. They didn't have.
Arcata.
And then
They wouldn't let me in the
Brad
band.
lived down in the basement and he had a drum set, and you know what else he had? A beret.
I have pictures.
Wow.
I lived in a closet with an American flag.
He had a fucking beret. And what was that car you
I
drove?
paid
Like that?
$25 a month for rent.
What was that car?
That was
A
years
Nova.
ago.
It was a Nova. It was a beige
Nova.
fucking Nova.
And then I blew it up, and that was it. I was like, "Oh fuck it, I'm gonna go to Utah with you then, Jerry." 'Cause
And
there's
then-
nothing here, nothing to live for here anymore.
And the reggae guys wouldn't
They wouldn't have me. I tried out for the band.
Oh my God, they were such dicks. I mean, I love some
They
of
were a
them.
great band, though. Roo Rockers are top.
Roo Rockers.
Not a Roo Rockers.
And then I was chasing some girl. And I go, I'm going to Utah. And you want to go, Brad? We'll start a band.
Broken down old truck. We're lucky we made it.
I fucking my truck would fucking.
You love that truck.
I used to be able to tune it up.
65 Chevy, wasn't it?
Hawk. We were all eating with the kids and stuff, and Hawk goes, remember that time I came up and you were like under the hood tuning up your truck, and I went in. Cherry goes, what the fuck did you just say? And Hawk's like, well, Jerry was, she was before that. And he goes, well, he was tuning up his truck. She's like, what? Calibrating spark plugs and shit.
Oh, yeah.
I
You gotta mind the gap. Mind the gap.
Mind the gap. Yeah.
I could do that. I could like calibrate a spark plug.
Yeah.
See?
Really?
And then you think I'm
No.
like I'm just a
How do you? I mean, what's your secret? How do you do it?
pedal
You
in
have
the
a gap.
wind, but
You have one of those.
it was a Chevy. I don't know. It was a 6 thingy and a fucking
It's a 3 out of 10.
Apache or
It's
something or whatever.
It's a 6-string. You got a Chevy. It's a
Yeah,
6-string.
whatever happened to that truck?
We drove it to Utah.
I know, but did it die? Really sold it?
No, we probably started Little Women. And I'm sure we traded it in for.
I don't remember us having a car in Utah.
Well, where did we tour in? We toured in that
The Orange Pumpkin.
weird little green bus. What Stephen Derby's
Oh, the
girlfriend
short
named.
bus. We called it. It was Lolly.
Yeah, and then we all got scabies.
Oh my God.
And we fucking couldn't.
Oh,
Yeah,
is scabies really a thing?
yeah,
Is
and
that-
we
Yeah, it was.
we couldn't
It's
fucking get rid of
That's just
them.
an urban.
Especially when
myth.
you're
Couldn't
on
get rid of
tour.
them.
You're
For
on
like
tour.
months of scabies.
That's
and,
when Steve.
and that's when we realized that Jeff George didn't know how to do laundry.
No, that's when Steve.
Our keyboard player.
Steve
You
quit.
didn't use detergent or something?
What? He had never done laundry. He
We
grew
had-
up in a Mormon family with sisters.
We had an
And finally
infestation-
somebody looks at him and goes, well, it's time you wash that coat, Jeff. And he goes, well, he used to kind of dress like Zorro. And he goes, I don't know
Great
how
keyboard
to
player.
use a washing machine. And we realized like all those months, we
Never-
would clean the shit and wash the stuff, and then we'd all get scabies again.
That's when Steve. What's his name? The black guy that he played us. That's where he quit.
No, that's not what happened. Way before him.
He kept getting
No,
crabs in his.
he
in his
quit.
dreads. So
Steve Smith.
Steve Smith. Yes, he still plays.
He
Guitar
quit.
player, man.
We were
Yeah, he's
driving
great.
through Humboldt County.
He's
We were
great. Jazz guy.
remember.
smoking this fucking huge indica spliff. And a couple weeks before, he introduced me to his numerology guru. Fort Collins, Colorado. And the guy goes, well, tell me your name and your birth date. And in front of a bunch of people, he lays my life out. Right? This guy, random guy. And then when you were 12, you must have gotten some kind of big trouble. And then it seems like you moved out of the country to avoid, like this whole thing, right? And Steve goes, what do you think? I go, well, I don't know whether to follow him or cut his fucking throat.
So
right?
you let him in the
He
band.
fucking knows too much. No, Steve was in the band.
Come on. Oh,
And then we were driving. Remember Boone?
yes, I love Boone.
And Mike at Worcester and Steve, and we're driving through Humboldt. We're smoking like if I ever smoked pot again, I would go back to the spliff thing. Like I would never want to be a machine pot smoker. Right?
No, what are
Like
the
the kids.
volcano,
The kids,
vapes,
whatever they're doing, whatever the kids are up to.
dabs and
Yeah,
vapes
the carts.
and we're driving down the road,
Come on.
and we're fucking. I mean, I started smoking pot when I was 9 years old. And it was sativas, and it was giggly, and I laughed and laughed and laughed and laughed and laughed and laughed until they brought Hindu Kush seeds to Humboldt, flipped it to indica, and it was no longer fun for me. Like when we gave Burning Spear a pound of fucking bud in Humboldt, and they were all like grabbed it for themselves and rolled their own spliffs and could barely like stand up. Remember that whole thing? They were just like, oh, what the fuck is this? It's not your Jamaican, reefer. But and we're driving down, and Steve turns around and he goes, "I'm quitting the band." What? He goes, "I have to quit the band." And I go, "Why?" He goes, "Because my numerology guy says that you're one number off 666. You are literally a number away from the mark of the beast."
Oh, I think it was because he had
And
crabs in his dreads.
No, I think it was crabs in his dreads. He said I was like pure evil. I was one step away
So
from.
Maybe you gave him the crabs in the dreads, and then that's why.
Yeah, man, with my wicked Rasta crab power. I was like,
You're from the beach.
plague upon your Rasta.
That's right.
Okay.
So
Remember when I said that to you? When you
Oh
just
yeah,
laughed and-
I always saying shit like that. The neighbor of the beast. You're the neighbor of the beast.
A plague upon your Rasta.
What are we gonna play next there, Mr.
How do you follow that? Okay, we're gonna play a bunch of sad songs.
I don't know if I can handle that.
All right, only I think because this was a dare, so I have no idea if you're gonna be able to. I mean, you're one of the best musicians in Portland, so I'm sure you'll follow. So I wrote this song in Berlin. It made a record called Oil. Hazel, did you know that I had a record called Oil?
Mm-hmm.
No, you did not.
Yeah. You and a German guy made it.
Me and the German
You
guy.
and the German guy.
Yeah.
What was his German's name?
That was good.
I don't remember. But I remember how to...
It's a German name.
It was a German name of some
Clearly
kind.
Donnie Jew. From Jew
Clearly
Kucha. And
It had like an umlaut over the...
it was umlaut.
That's a dead giveaway.
Uhl.
Yeah.
Well, because oil in German is Uhl. It's just O with umlaut and an L.
I don't know. I don't trust him. It's not on the.
Well, shut up, Brad.
typewriter.
You goddamn it. You spent all of
They took
Berlin
forever to find
running
a
around with a
typewriter.
20 euro going, someone kiss me.
Okay.
I'm leaving it at that. You should thank
Okay,
me.
I thank you. Whatever. I have nothing against umlauts. You can't find them on a typewriter. They're hard to find. You ever try to find one on a
Yeah, you hold the thing down, and that's how you find the little Enye thing.
I just
over
use
the end.
whiteout. I add a couple of dots over the E on the key there, and then
There you go.
There you got it.
There you go.
Paul. Paul.
That went over most people's
Brainard.
head.
All right, I'm playing the song. It's
They've never
request.
seen it. You've never seen a typewriter in your life, right?
I think it's a fucking
Actual
dare.
Like a
typewriter?
movie.
You don't even know what I'm talking about.
I think John Burns
Kids these
daring
days.
me. Though,
Alright.
at the time, had I entered this in like a songwriter thing, I think I'd have got it.
Or a Grammy or
Fifth
something.
place? Fifth place?
Is that what they give away?
Sixth?
Or somebody would have stole it and made it and would have won.
I'll get it. wish I could be a spy. I'd spend all my days looking over your shoulder, and I'd blend into the night, making sure that you're safe. You're altered and older, and I'd be closer to you than I'll ever be now. No matter how I have been losing my faith. It was time for goodbye. Wish I could be a spy, spend all my days looking in through your window. And espionage is a crime, but it's worth doing time just to watch you grow older. I'd be closer to you than I'll ever be now. No matter how I've been worrying myself. It's time for goodbye. Oh yeah. Here you go. Wish I could be a spy. I'd spend all my days reading through all your letters. And I know he's treating you fine, doing all of the things I can do but better. I'd go into your files and I'd rewrite the parts where I left you to cry. I'd be back in your heart where everything's fine. Everything's fine. I wish I could be a spy. I flipped the first two verses. So I'm old.
Yeah.
I'm getting old. Okay.
I wondered what happened there. I was really confused.
What?
I said I was really confused there. I wondered what happened.
It was Brad's fault, but
Triangle never lies.
we try to okay. I'm looking.
Triangle. I'm trying to play a
Why is my
two
left
beat
side
on
in
an
front
instrument
of
that has
me?
3 sides. How do you do that? I don't understand. Some weird
It's Cajun thing.
geometric algebra involved in that.
Wait, what
Probably
happened? I walked away
calculus, I
for
don't
1
know.
second. We're talking about algebra.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I didn't catch that either.
Okay. Assuming that you kids are still watching, this is for Tomas and little E, and then one of my great friends over my whole adult life, my friend Elizabeth Van Genderen, who I know worked really hard for Peter. I mean, like long after they'd broken up and she'd moved on, and she still spent an inordinate amount of time and an inordinate amount of love working on his continued presence among us. And so I would really like to say I'm sorry to the kids and to Elizabeth and the Van Genderen family. And all right, I've been crying all day, man. My mom's fucking sick. I'm fucking going to some ketamine hellhole. Brad Rosen. Forgot what my name was today. You're so humiliating.
Most unkindest cut of all.
He's like, I know you. I'm like,
Jim?
what? All right, so I wrote this song. When did I write this song? I wrote this song in Moulahay. I'd say would love to do the drive like one more time, but drive from Baja, and Highway 1 takes you down to Guerrero Negro. Guerrero Negro, you cross the peninsula. In the middle of that is an oasis called San Ignacio. There's gas stations, there's a couple of palm trees, people buy gas, people buy beer, they drive on. But if you go into San Ignacio, there's a church there, a small cathedral, that was built in like 1587.
Spanish.
Yeah, but you're like
Spanish.
50. Like when was fucking Plymouth Rock? And I was trying to be a great place to get married because you'd really have to like me or the bride to get there. Hard to get there. I'm sure the cartels now have like 6 paved airports, and then you drive across the peninsula to I think Rosalia and then down through Moulahay, eventually to Loreto and La Paz, And now you can drive over to Todos Santos, or you can keep going to Cabo. Amazing countryside. Anyways, on the side of the road, fatal accidents, for instance, with a red stem. And there are certain corners that you'll go around, and they'll be like 30. It's to indicate a fatal accident. So you see them here and there, but certain corners have like 35 of them. Fucking calla lilies. And as you go south, except for Utah, where they're not really into the whole cross Jesus thing, they get more elaborate. And then you get to Mexico, and they become sometimes like small altars, and there'll be a statue of a saint, rosary beads, incense, all of these things on the side of the highway. What I never knew was poor people and people far from the highway would actually bring their dead to the highway to bury them and put these altars, because they got more blessings. As you drive by those, you're supposed to cross themselves. Which is why I bought a plot of land, like right off Torrance and the 405. As you get off Anita Boulevard, and that's where my little altar's gonna be.
You bought a plot.
So like, yeah. So like, how many people a day are gonna like
How big?
cross me and
How
bless
big
me?
a plot did you buy, Jeremy?
Fucking thousands, Paul.
That's you're gonna bank that shit, man.
Right?
In
Like,
the afterlife, right?
yeah,
It's
it cost,
gonna be-
didn't cost that much. It's between a 7-Eleven and a
Maybe you have
Where
a
else
thing
would
there.
you want to be?
a Del Taco. It's just a little piece, but you can see it from the freeway, and they'll bless me, and
Nice view.
you know,
Sure.
I think you'll come out ahead.
I think I'm, sorry, Hazel, a little late for you, babe, but otherwise, because I have a list of people that I'll bring with me with blessings. Brad was on that list, but then he
Fucked up.
made me so sad
I forgot his name today.
when he forgot my name.
Damn it.
I'm making light of something that's really important to me.
That's the way.
Okay,
I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, this could be like 5 songs.
this song is so fucking sad. All right, Elizabeth. Tomas, Little Lee, this is your mom's idea of sad. Go, I'll do it in your box. Well, here along the roadside, I brought nails and wood stakes. I had a little trouble deciding on a saint. And a cross from Ensenada. And in the dark it's supposed to glow. And some beads I bought in Garberville 1,000,000 years ago. Out here on the highway, I built an altar in a box, some shelter when it's raining, some shade for when it's not. It is not. And the red would probably suit you, baby. I believe that I just paint it white. It's the color of the Virgin, and she's my beacon in the night. And a statue of St. Francis. He holds a little lamb and answers to a question so much bigger than I am. Yeah, out here on the highway, got an altar in a box, so shelter when it's raining, some shade for when it's not. At your order in your box. At your order in your box. Where the women say Hail Mary. At your order in your box. Yeah, I know. Well, last I will hang a rosary that my father gave to me from olive trees in Lebanon. Yeah, that's my personal history. And won't include your photograph. I will not carve your name in stone. So the women who bring flowers, they can make their box their own. Yeah. Out here on the highway, I'm building honor in a box. Some shelter when it's raining, some shade when it's high. Break it down. And I will light a candle, baby, and I will say a prayer for you, so that I will not feel guilty, child, on the nights when I drive through. It's your order in your box. It's your order in your box. Well, the big wheels keep on rolling by your order in your box. It's your order in your box. Your order in your box. Well, we all stand and salute you, baby. It's your order in your box. One more time. Your order in your box. Your order in your box. Well, you just might find me kneeling at your order in your box. As I sit beside the water and I watch the men rig rocks. Well, I trust you'll be happy, baby. It's your order in your box. I got this note from Andy in the OSA. You know, he used to live next to Andy. Asking stuff like, why haven't you guys been back down to the OSA? And
Lately?
I got the note the other day, but I haven't been back since Anjali was crawling. But I was thinking of this. Of all of it. Wrong time, wrong place. Was a good try. The wrong way, I got the North Star, Southern Cross, flashlight, but I'm still lost. And I know someday I'll find my way. But I guess till then I was sitting, I was standing. beside the water. And I watch the band rig rocks. Well, trust that you'll be happy at your altar in your box. Bless you, Van Gendron. Alright. That's a sad song. Here's one I was forget that when I came up with this, it actually makes it the same stupid fucking key, right? So this is a song during COVID the Jack Mormons did a weekly thing. We did it for 64 weeks. And because Jenny Conley Jesus and Stephen Jesus were married, and I could somehow get clear we were the only people with a band. Like fucking period. For a second. So we had a kind of band. Online. So we started the Happy Book. And then in every Happy Book we would try to do different covers as well as stuff, and my friend Dave Schools pointed out that to be in that world, if there's a parallel universe where I'm a rock star, what would the hits be? And if you ask most of the fans, the hits are a lot of the songs that never got recorded, right? So like Hearts Gone Blind and Drive and Savage Garden, Hallelujah Trail, and right? The hits.
Little Boost Fireworks.
That's not a record. You played on that song. But there's no studio versions of them. So Dave had this idea about recording studio versions, and so we thought, well, let Dave take the big ones and we will start with the small ones, and we came up with this thing called the Panther Tracks, and then it was a stupid fucking idea, but the idea was if you subscribe to the Panther Tracks, then you would get a new one every month, and wasn't that much money, like $100. But we only had like 300 or 400 people, maybe 500 people that actually subscribed. That's a very limited amount of people, and somehow you can't share that. You're a tech guy. How do you do that? Like, right? You can hear the track, but I can't send it to Brad. Right?
Is it an NFT of some sort?
Sure. Yeah.
Good answer.
FTMO is what I was going to say.
Crypto is involved or something.
Anyways, we're finally releasing all this shit on records. The first one coming out soonish. And in the middle of that, we snuck in some new songs. This one Paul plays on. Nobody ever lets me hear that stuff. I never hear it. And then the record comes out, and I hear it once, and I never hear it again. And
You're like, what was that bullshit?
well, it's just like my whole life.
Hey, that guy, what the hell?
What the fuck is that song? Who wrote that? How'd Brad Rosen get in the room? But I wrote this with Steve Jesus down in Todos Santos, in Baja. But it was basically a song about our longtime caretaker Jim Carr, and he was trying to find me at an Airbnb in Charleston, and he kept going, I think I'm here. And then he was nowhere near me, and I think I'm here, I think I'm here. And he was making a record at the time, and I was like, you should call the record I Think I'm Here. I think he called it, what do you call it? Box of Unicorns.
I don't remember.
Something beautiful.
In the box.
The box? The Brad box.
No, the box. No, Jimmy's box.
Jimmy's
No,
box.
Never mind. No, don't take that the wrong way. The box. I think
The
it's
box.
wrong.
Yeah. Why would I take that? What are you saying?
Never
Boxy?
mind. It's a gender thing. It's stupid. It's a body. Sophomore humor.
It's a gender thing?
It's sophomore. No, just move on.
Okay,
Move on.
moving on. We'll pretend that Brainard said that.
On me.
What?
Blame it on me.
Well, I mean, you're the one with the Hawaiian shirt. Not a whole lot of choices.
You're a little
but
jealous.
It's a kiss me, love me
It's
shirt.
a fucking nice
It's
one.
for legit,
Nice one,
man.
yeah.
It's an amazing fucking shirt.
Danny used to call us kiss me, love me shirts, right?
I had these ones from my grandpa. You know, people give you shit and you're too young. Remember that happened to you? Like,
Oh,
you had a family thing. Fuck, he had these Hawaiian shirts. They were so badass.
Yeah, they're worth a lot of money. Those vintage ones.
Oh my god! And I kept them together. They'd be the 20s, like hand
So
sewed.
yeah,
So
yeah.
cool.
This one is. This was my buddy Lee J gave me a handful of his old ones, and this is one of them. It's an old one. It's a vintage.
Beautiful.
It's pretty sweet.
Too bad you didn't know our friend Vianney. Seriously. He had some cool ones. Alright, it's called I Think I'm Here. Hazel, is anybody on there going, fuck you, Jerry, you forgot my song?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
How
Yeah.
many?
We got a couple of requests.
Oh, wow. There's like a
Are you,
feed
are you
over
taking
there.
requests?
Well, it's certainly.
It's so weird
listen,
playing a
listen
video
to them.
if there's no interaction. It's like there should at least be like a screen with all this
Well,
stuff.
Hazel's interacting, but she's like secret
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
Off camera, off
I think
stage.
there was somebody asking for like a, what was it? World Will Turn.
Uh huh.
And then Mike's just says bird song. I don't know what that is. I think he's talking
That's a
about the
great
birds outside.
That's
Do you
a
have,
great
do you have a
Dead
song
song.
called
Great
Bird
Dead
Song, or
song.
are you talking about
Great
the birds
Dead song.
outside?
Yes, it's a
I
dead song.
don't think I can.
No,
I don't know if I can pull that one off. Maybe.
it's a pretty
Get you a
song.
whistle.
But is there any like salty content we need to know about? That are, like,
But the point was going to originally
Salt.
be that it was more interactive, but it's
how can it be? It's a phone. It's like
what's a
Hey.
thing? I know.
It's a work in progress, is what it is.
Well, because
Yeah.
we went from like a multi-camera thing in a studio to this,
Maybe you should do
because
that.
What
the
if-
idea is to rebuild it is to something bigger.
yeah,
where-
that's great.
You could pick one question.
But what if you did it like a Zoom meeting where we had like, say we had like a bank of monitors on the wall over there that we could see, and everyone who is online streaming was a Zoom thing, so it was bi-directional, right? And it would like, you know, maybe it would, whoever's talking is like in a Zoom meeting, whoever's talking will come up on the screen, so we could see the audience.
How many screens would we need?
Well, I don't know. That's we'll
Oh,
leave that
a
to
lot.
the tech people, but I don't know. It would be
Yeah.
weird. It would be
Yeah.
weird to be playing.
Well, then there's always that one person that would just like never let up.
Yeah.
North. But
Just an idea.
World Will Turn I would have done in the other Drop D
Yeah.
song, Missed the Boat.
What a shame.
Missed the boat.
But if I do that just a little bit more, and sometimes people come up with the weirdest shit, like, how do you know that song? There were only 3 people there. The other one's dead. But Just beyond the beach, on the reach, there's a heart that waits for healing. Almost to the touch, colored side of the window pane. I don't get out here much. Hope I find a way again. But I get a feeling rubbing up against the fur. And I get a feeling. Tell me, baby, where we were, because I think it's near. Someday I'll get clear. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I think out here. I think just below the breath lies a fierce and ancient joy. In one brief taste of the stars, a heart that waits for healing. Look out through the water. Look out through the mist. We don't get back here much anymore, baby. Hate to wonder what we missed. 'Cause I got a feeling rubbing up against the fur. And I got a feeling. Tell me, baby, where we were, 'cause I think you're near. God only knows. Trying to get clear. Yeah, 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 yeah. And I think out here. Hey, baby. Think yeah. I think out here. Think Los Santos are the saints. Line the grocery shelves. One brief chase of the stars. A heart that waits for healing. Got to the water. Where the palms go into space. We don't get out here much. Promise that you'll wait. 'Cause I got a feeling rubbing up against the furnace. I got a feeling, mama baby, who we were. 'Cause I feel you now, and I'm fucking trying, baby, to get clear. I am, and I think I'm here. Think and I think I'm here. Yeah. Think I think I'm here. Think I, yeah. I think I'm here. Yeah. Think I. All right. Okay, lots going on. My friend Tom, who usually sings this, sings in the Psalms and the prayers. He was like, you might want to hold on to a couple of these for yourself. I don't know if that's good. Different life shit. My friend John falls off the 100-foot cliff and he's bedridden for a while. I'm taking off. Going down to Florida. Brad Rosen, if I die in Boca Raton, I don't care if you tie me to the back of your fucking truck and fucking drag me back to the West Coast.
Drag you through the streets?
I don't care.
Be a great tour.
I don't give a fuck.
Just blazing Jerry Jones song.
Do not let them bury me in Florida.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Right? Okay.
Okay.
Richardson Grove.
You got it, Jerry.
Makeda, La Jolla.
No, I don't want to say it. Yes, because no.
Make it a mystery.
No, I'm not promising.
Make it like, where's Waldo? Where's Jerry? Be fun.
No,
Hazel will make a bunch of money.
I don't want you to.
Paul will make money. Everybody will make money. And then we'll release the songs like, here's another clue, right? And we can just like go through and send them all over the world. South Africa and Iraq and Afghanistan. And they have to follow the clues and then they'll realize I'm actually in Logan, fucking Utah. And they'll be disappointed unless there's treasure.
Egyptian.
What?
Egyptian.
Egyptian.
The Egyptians, they make a mummy out of your body so they can go and. There's some with the spirit. I don't know how to take to the underworld, right? But if you have parts to your body all over, then they'd have to go a lot of places.
I mean, like when you give what's his name the money, and otherwise, Cyberus or whatever the three-headed dog will eat you.
Cerberus.
What's his name?
Cerberus.
Cerberus. Well, so that's where we have a really cool song about it, which we should play more.
What's it called?
It's called A Really Heavy Feather, and it's so they weigh your sins against a feather. And so in the book American Gods,
Yeah, Anubis, right?
right, where he's going, because the old gods get ditched.
Yeah.
They get brought over to the New World,
Yeah.
and they get left behind since they cross the Bering Strait, or so like what's his spider African gods, a pool shark, and the original leprechaun guy who's actually not. The original leprechauns are not nice. They bit you and they all get ditched in America, and then there's new gods, cocaine and fashion and media, and so American Gods is about that fight. But there's a point where what's the name of the god that brings you across the water?
No.
But basically, you cross the water, and there's a scale.
There's a feather.
There's a feather, and there's your sins. And if your sins weigh more than the feather, they feed you to. What's the name of the dog?
I don't think it's Cerberus. Cerberus is Greek.
It might be Cerberus, though.
A three-headed dog?
Yeah.
It might be like, maybe they have like a different version of it.
Yeah,
or
that from
something.
Harry Potter, right?
Harry Potter? How the fuck did he get in here?
Oh, it's in there? Oh, yeah.
I remember something.
I've
like
watched-
that.
Always coming around.
My kid is...
Anyways,
I've watched that movie many times.
and the guy goes, how would that ever work? How would your sins ever weigh less than a feather? And the guy looks at him and goes, it's a really heavy feather.
Oh.
And
that's great.
And that's where the song
Heavy
comes
feather.
from.
That's good.
It's a really heavy
I like that.
feather.
It's a cool line.
That's a great line.
It's a great line. Neil Gaiman. How do you say his name? Neil Gaiman.
That was Gaiman, yeah.
You ever read that book, American Gods?
I should read that one.
Saw the TV show.
It's fun. I watched the TV show for a little bit, but it wasn't. The book was like
Yeah. People seem to like the
fucking
book.
remarkable.
Yeah.
Hang on, this is
I have a
great.
copy.
I should read that one.
Everyone's getting
I have
get a
him.
close-up of his guitar right there.
That's what got me into him. I can never find all my capos. Right? Anyways, why did we get into that? There's a reason.
Something about Egypt.
What?
Oh, dragging your body across.
Oh, dragging
on
my
the back
body
of my
across
truck.
America.
Egypt.
Yeah.
Don't let me down, Boca Raton. Right?
Why would you?
Fuck them all.
Why would you think these things?
Louis Levine, I love you. John Hornberg, love you. All right, so this is a last request from Elizabeth Van Genderen. I think it's an odd one because the premise of the song is now the philosopher.
The philosopher is here.
Now he comes in.
That-
Right when we've had to wing our own philosophy.
Didn't you send an owl first to tell us you were coming?
He was the owl guy.
The owl.
That's Brent with the owl.
Another Harry Potter reference.
Who made
by
the?
way.
Yes, who made the?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was yes.
This is Paul Brainard,
This is good.
master of flat shit. Have you heard that last Warren Zevon record?
Yeah, every sandwich or whatever.
No,
Enjoy
wind.
every
I
second.
think it's called The Wind.
The Wind, yeah. But that was his quote.
And there's a version of... Because Lindley died. And he was like actually a friend. And Warren, I was on tour with him for a while. And I wasn't really into it. And now I'm like obsessed with Warren Zevon.
Well,
The
one should
fucking
be.
Lindley stuff. And so Knock on Heaven's Door is the last thing they record.
Mm-hmm.
And Jorge Calderon, a friend of mine, I knew him pretty well. Jorge. And he goes, you know, man, we've been working all day. He goes, why don't we take a break, come back tomorrow when we're fresh? Warren goes, you know, man, I'm dying of fucking cancer. I'm all out of fresh. They fucking cut that fucking song. And it's... Yeah, it's fucking heavy.
It's very heavy feather.
All right, what was I gonna play? I was gonna play Little E, Tomas, Elizabeth, Loved Your Dad, Goodbye Peter. It was such a crying, fucking weepy day already. But this is called Pink Light. You know, people that know me know that this is I OD'd and in Eugene, and they left me in a bathtub. And Jeff Herzog came to find me. He thought I was dead. He throws me on his back. He runs out the door and he runs into Tommy Short. Tommy Short owned Linden's in Fort Collins.
Okay.
Fort Collins, Colorado.
In Eugene, he ran into
Not Eugene, right?
Okay, I know where.
Runs out the door, runs into Tommy Short. Tommy Short's like, Jeff, what are you doing? He's like, Jerry's dead.
Oh, I'm
Tommy goes,
no, I don't mean to laugh.
throw him in my
So sorry.
truck, right?
Yeah.
Throw him in my truck. They race to the hospital. I don't know how they get me in, but the first doctor goes, I'm sorry, your friend's gone, you know? And then the second doctor goes, fuck that. We can bring him back. I'm missing all this. I mean, I've heard this secondhand because I'm dead. And then I wake up to the defibrillators, you know? Check on. And when they do that, you're strapped in. And all I remember is shooting this massive fucking speedball. But the problem with speedballs is the coke wears off, right? While the heroin stays. So like you're good, and the coke goes, and then you have a heroin overdose, right? So I remember two things. I was watching a video of Sinead O'Connor was singing "Nothing Compares to You," nothing compares, and the tear. I remember that, and then I remember just a wall of pink light, and then I wake up pissed because I killed my buzz.
Oh shit.
Salt Lake City. Good God. Anyways, maybe that's heaven. I spent 2 hours with my mom today who's dying, looking in her eyes and, you know, telling her. People that are dying get that stare sometimes, and I think it's not my own quote, but they're seeing glimpses beyond the veil, and yeah, that was my day. Okay, we love you, and God loves you very much, and God loves you, Peter Van Gendren, and we'll see you in the next world. Yeah? table with nothing but the beating of your heart. If we were half as desperate as the bees outside the window, we'd plant a flag on Iwo Jima. Oh, the new world, maybe Mars, right? Anything is possible with hunger. Yeah. Pink light, running through the refined rays tonight. Liquor hammocks, jewelry and blankets underneath the canvas in my trunk. But anytime you need me, I'll be other people's treasure or a shopping cart full of other people's junk, right? And beauty's in the eye of the beholder, right? Pink light, all along the Amtrak line tonight. All right, you gotta help me there. Feels like summer's coming. You can hear it. History and weather. On my Richmond Fontaine t-shirt. Yeah, we're packing all the drama. Well, missing is the fame where anything can happen in your movie. Right? Pink light, burning down the bedroom walls tonight. I'll take it as that. was laid out on the table, and they were trying to run a jump start to my heart. And if we were half as nervous as the pigs outside the window, we'd plant a flag on Iwo Jima. Oh, the new world, baby, mine. Hey. Anything is possible with hunger, baby. Big light, running through the refined bridge tonight. Big light, all along the Amtrak line. Pink light, baby, pink light, well, pink light, burning down the bedroom walls tonight. Burning down the old ballroom. Everything you meant to me. Everything I meant to you. Yeah, we're burning down again. Burn it down again. We had all the love. We had all the love. And all the blood, all the shaking, and all the fear. Hearts were breaking, and all the tears. Everlasting love and joy, everything we could destroy. We had all the love. Show me how to love, baby. I was begging you. Show me how to love. You were begging me. Well, all of it, every little bit. All the love, all the love, all the love. Thank you very much for watching Oil. Goodbye to my friend Peter Van Genderen. And blessings to his family. Little E and Tomas and Elizabeth. flip the cars, they light it on fire, and everybody gets drunk, and you know, workers unite. So happy May Day. I think the theme of next week, for me personally, is to surrender, and it doesn't come easily for me. You know? But the theme of the world right now, and the theme of our country, is never fucking surrender. Ever. Fuck them. And you gotta fight back, yeah. I feel like Rachel Maddow. Every time you fight, it doesn't mean you're gonna win, but every time you don't fucking fight, you lose, for sure. All right, thank you, Anthony Minter and Michelle Whiteson and Adam Rubach, Carson Stokes and Kelly for grabbing in the stand. This is the Philosophy Pub. It's like where smart people hang out, and they wear these shirts and so thanks to Brent and Anna for hosting us, and thanks to my partner Hazel Big Eagle. This is Oil. This is Brother Keith Rosen. 8675309. I was fucking 19 years old. Traditionally, if you're the kind of person that learns how to play pedal steel, it's because you're probably unattractive and you have nothing to do, and so you sit in your room by yourself and learn to make all the pedals move to flat 11s and stuff. Unless you're Paul Brainard. This is Paul Brainard. He's one of the finest pedal steel lap steel players in America. And, all the sweating, and all the blood. All the hopes and all the dreams. And I made you cry and you made me scream. And in the end, nobody's sure what any fucking of it means, but we had all the love. God bless you. God loves you. And we love you. And good night. Good night. And we burn it down again. And we burn it down again. We had everything, baby. We had all the love. But we burn it down. Yeah, we burn it down. Burn it down. Every goddamn town, and we burn it down, yeah, yeah. And we burn it down, I know, right. Hey, and we burn it down, burn it down. Good night. Paul Brainard, Brad Rosen, God loves you. Good night. Then we have to wait for Hazel to go off, and it can take
Alright.
20 minutes when we talk about
So
something.
it's hot mic kind of situation.
Yeah, like fuck, let's just take the homegrown ones in
Yeah,
San
yeah.
El Salvador, but build a few more camps. You know what?
Is it still going there?
Are we still
Are we
on?
still live? Is this
No.
is this mic live?
Nope, we're good.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
Nicely done,
That was
everyone.
long.
That was a